So today we have Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2 taking on Joel Miller from The Last of Us. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, strength. Arthur was able to beat this large man to near death, easily lift up people onto his shoulder and then just kind of toss them around. Crush necks with just his grip strength alone. Fight against Micah while very sick and weak, literally on the brink of death. Uh, and he can even fight and kill animals with his bare hands like wolves. But Joel was a physical beast. He was able to beat several people or zombies to death with his bare hands simultaneously several times. I'm talking about whole groups with just his bare hands. He was able to easily crush skulls with a stomp or with his bare hands and send people flying back with his blows. And he was able to push and pull large, heavy things like pieces of furniture, dumpsters, desks, and even an entire piano. I'd say they're fairly equal here, but Joel seems to be a bit bigger, bulkier than Arthur, but not by much, and it's close in strength. So, about durability. Joel walked off a 1 to 2 story fall twice just fine. He endured hits from clubbing weapons like bats and pipes and kept on fighting through it. He survived falling onto a small, sharp object that pierced through his stomach, as well as having one of his knees basically blasted apart by a shotgun before he was killed. But he endured that and then endured being tortured following that before he was killed. But Arthur kept on fighting after being thrown through a window and hits from this large man. He withstood a beating from Micah. He survived being shot in the leg and tortured for hours, as well as a shipwreck during a big storm out in the ocean. Now, what makes his durability even more impressive is that he endured all of that while suffering from TB. So, yeah, I'm going to side with Arthur on this one, being tougher, as he went through similar things as Joel while dealing with TB. Yeah, he's tougher. In terms of speed, Joel was able to outrun runners and clickers, dodge arrows, and even dodged a bullet. But Arthur was able to evade bullets and outdraw the game's greatest gunslingers. I'd say they're pretty even here, but Arthur is faster on the draw of his gun. More on that later, though. In terms of fighting ability, Joel is the more effective hand to hand fighter or brawler. With his bigger and bulkier size mixed with his brutal nature, he definitely is. He was able to land powerful blow after powerful blow to quickly kill people and zombies. He even showed that he could take down whole groups of zombies or armed men with just his bare hands or with a melee weapon. Arthur isn't a slouch by any means, though. He eventually beat that large guy during the bar fight, easily beat a mentally disabled near 7 foot giant, and he was able to hold his own with Micah despite literally about to die from TB. He was literally on his deathbed. But he isn't as good or as brutal as Joel. But Arthur is the better marksman. Now, obviously, with this part, some of their skill relies on the player, but in Red Dead Redemption, there's Deadeye, a mode players see how a true gunslinger views the world when he's shooting his gun. Arthur has beaten some of the best gunslingers in the game in duels. Joe is a skilled shot, but he's not that good. He hasn't taken on gunslingers. So Arthur is the better and faster shot, but Joel has a better sense of hearing. He had sharpened his sense of hearing so much to the point he could accurately pinpoint enemies' locations through multiple walls or even over several meters, and this granted him great skill in stealth. Uh, and now moving on to their weapons. They both carry a lot. Joel carried a few different handguns, a shotgun, a rifle, bow and arrows, shivs, smoke bombs, nail bombs, Molotovs, and probably some sort of melee weapon, like a bat, an axe, or a metal pipe, something of that sort, as well as an automatic rifle. Arthur has several old time Western guns, like several different revolvers slash pistols, repeaters, rifles, as well as Molotovs, dynamite, a bow, and a Bowie knife, and throwing knives. Uh, so the winner of this fight is purely situational. Uh, Depending on the environment and how they're fighting, it's going to depend. That decides the winner here. In a long range bout, Arthur will win every time because of his gunslinging skill. There's no debate there. He's faster and he's better. Uh, but if you add some obstacles slash barricades between them, then Joe would easily be able to sneak up on Arthur, choke him out, or stab him in the neck with a shiv. Stealth would be in his element. He's done that multiple times throughout the game. Uh, and in a straight up fist fight, Arthur could definitely hold his own, but I'm positive Joe would win that fight as well. So as long as Joel avoids a duel or straight up gunfight with no obstacles, he should beat Arthur more times than not. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and other great stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.